Our next speaker is Lucy from Captain's Flat Public School, and she'll be talking of grown-ups are a weird species. Take it away, Lucy.
I love being a kid. I wish I could stay young forever. Because you know what? Grown-ups are a weird species. First of all, school is for learning like reading and writing. Did you hear me say reading? You did. Well, glad you brought it up. I hate reading, and so do a lot of kids. However, we have to do it every day at school because our teachers make us. But my mum tells me she likes reading. She even loves it. She reads lots of books and reads in her free time. It's like she's from another planet. She tells me it's fun and does it to relax. Relaxing is watching TV, playing Lego, sitting on the couch, going swimming, that sort of thing, not schoolwork. Don't even get me started on what dads read. They read black and white newspapers. If they want the news, they should just turn on the TV and watch it. Plants are great for the earth and even for us. But do you know that growing their own food gets grown-ups crazy excited? I'll tell you something that happened a few weeks ago. Mum saw a little bitty sprout come up from our seed she had planted. And guess what the sprout was? Rocket. Rocket. Who even likes rocket? It's basically grass. She was screaming with excitement when she saw it and was the same when up came her beetroots, pumpkins, and tomatoes. Weird. I don't understand why grown-ups would want to go through weeks, months, and years of waiting for a plant to grow when you can just go to a supermarket and buy it. It's like they haven't even heard of a supermarket before. This is another reason why grown-ups are a weird species. Most grown-ups really only tell jokes to other grown-ups. And when they do tell jokes to kids, they don't really make any sense to us. However, when kids try to make grown-ups laugh, like do a silly dance move or pull a silly face, they just say, "Stop being silly." They're so boring. Maybe they didn't have a sense of humour when they were young. Or maybe, as they grow old, they go boring. Lucky I'm still a kid, hey? And what is with grown-ups' obsessions with cleaning and having a clean room? But they often complain, saying, "Why are there so many crumbs all the time?" Maybe if they didn't clean so much, they wouldn't notice it so much. When they say, "Clean your room," it's a pigsty. They just don't understand. I might play again sometime this week or next week or the week after that. And it's so much easier to find my stuff when it's all spread out all over my floor. Now, talking about this makes me hope as I go into the old ages, I don't lose my sense of humour, get excited over plants, or enjoy reading and cleaning and join the weird species of grown-ups. Thank you.
Awesome work, Lucy. Really great speech. There seems to be a common theme here. Quite a few of our young people have chosen to tell us that grown-ups are weird. I think we're going to walk away with a little bit of a complex this afternoon and wondering whether we are weird. What tells me I'm not growing up yet is that my room is still messy and I leave stuff there in case I might need it next week, the week after, or, you know, at some point in time when I want to go back to use that stuff. So that's really good for me because that reaffirms I haven't grown up yet. Great speech. Well done.
Yeah, I think that the grow old, get boring thing really got me. I was thinking there were some great arguments in there. I really liked the way that you wrapped up. Your hand gestures were fantastic, and it was a very clear speech, great expression. Congratulations on some fabulous arguments for both for and against, but predominantly that we are actually a weird species, and I too don't mind reading the odd newspaper, but I usually only get to do it if I'm down the street at a cafe or something, because otherwise I read it on my phone. So I don't know if that makes me a grown-up or just a little bit old.
Look, Lucy, I love that reference then to grown-ups getting excited when they go to, they grow their own food, and that's absolutely me. So I must be weird, because when I see rocket come up and spinach and all those greens, oh yeah, I get excited. So I thought that was hilarious. I really had a good giggle at that one. And you know what? I've never considered by having everything on the floor when my son used to say, I can find it better, Mum. I actually now understand. You've said it as well. You find things when they're on the floor. So great speech. I enjoyed that. Made me think. So thank you.
Thanks.
3 minutes 21. Our next presenter is from my very own Captain's Flat Public School, and it is Cardia. And today she will be presenting on You Are Not Weird, You Are a Limited Edition. Take it away, Cardia.
You know what? Being weird is cool. It's amazing and unique. And that's why my topic is about you are not weird, you are just a limited edition. Number 1, don't follow others. The most important thing to remember is to be you. Be unique and different. You don't have to follow others. You have to stand out from groups, because trying to fit in can be tough and always seem like an option. But remember, you are you and no one can change that. Number 2, know your place. Your uniqueness should stand out and set you apart from everyone else. If anyone ever says that you're weird, you need to stick up for yourself and say, I am who I am and there's nothing you can do to change me. Number 3, be confident. It can be hard trying to be confident, but confidence isn't just feeling good about yourself and rubbing it in someone else's face. It's about believing in yourself and others. Sometimes others can be annoying and say hurtful things, but even if you are trying to be confident and someone else isn't feeling that way, all you have to do is say something nice or smile. It can really make someone's day. Number 4, be responsible. Make sure that if someone is being rude to you and says something rude, you don't say it back, you ignore them and tell a trusted adult like a teacher, a parent, older brother or sister, but not a stranger. Number 5, stay positive. Make sure that you're always staying positive, which means keeping in a good mindset for learning, speaking to others, and to yourself. Being positive can also be like keeping the thoughts in your head positive. Here are some examples of what a positive mindset sounds like. You can do this, keep calm, try your best. And here are some examples of what it shouldn't sound like. You're so bad at this, my friend is better, I hate myself. You also need to say positive things to friends and others, even if you don't like them. And lastly, the reason why I chose this topic is so people know what to do if anyone calls them weird. There are also so many people who are so worried about what others think or say that they get self-doubt and no confidence. I think that the big thing is to be you. Don't be a follower. If you're happy with the way you are, that is great, but keep your head high and don't go changing yourself just to impress others. Just remember to stay positive, be confident, and stay weird, because being weird is unique and amazing. I hope you liked my speech, and thank you for listening.
Wow, thank you. Yeah. It's great to hear your opinions. I thought the positive mindset was really interesting, and some of the things that you talked about were how that people know if you're weird, that idea of self-doubt and celebrating your uniqueness, and being confident to say something nice, and keeping your head high. And it was great that you kept your head high through that speech too. Those little hands moving every now and again allowed us to see that you were engaging us in that, and your eyes, maintaining eye contact, even though it is virtually, is also a little bit tricky, but it was great to see you doing that too. Thank you for that. I think it's also interesting that you said it's great to remain positive. Sometimes it's okay to be a little bit sad too. We just need to know that we're sad, and we know who to come to help. And I thought that idea that you said that, you're there to help people know how to help themselves, which I thought was a good little point that you raised.
Thank you.
Katia, I thought it was really great. I think the messaging to young people was fantastic. You know, be you, don't follow others, be true to yourself, be positive. I think they're all really important messages to people as we're growing up and as we walk through life, you know, and walk through schools and different environments where people will have different personalities. So I really liked the messages that you gave. I liked the structure and I liked the way you themed it and went through key points and explained each key point. So well done.
Thank you.
And Katia, I loved when you were talking about being confident. To me, that's such an important thing about all of us, is to learn to be confident. And what I just saw you then was confidence as you were giving your speech. And so when we're confident, all of those other things fall into place. We're responsible, we're positive, we believe who we are is who we are. So I loved it. I thought it was a very deep speech, and one that I think you could make a lovely video presentation for your school around that and flesh it out. But it was great. So thank you. Very, very great speech. Well done.